We're going to space.
Whole hullabaloo about you, man, and this mess you got going.
I would take an axe to a couple people's heads. I mean, I would go barbaric.
To a couple robots?
No, to maybe
really...
like a town, like Oblivion style.
Whoa, no, you just...
Sir, we're talking about robots.
Scabies is a that's also a staple of white culture.
Y'all some nasty niggas, bro.
Is that white culture?
I believe
y'all can
scabies,
keep that shit.
Dirty.
But the black people, they smoke the weed and they get too relaxed.
I'm not getting taken down by no British cops.
Is this true, Don Juice? Is this true? You know the foreign affairs. Is this true?
It's propaganda. Just saying.
Hello, friends, fiends, everybody, in between. We are here once again. I don't even know what day it is.
It's Friday. The date?
It's the 18th, I guess.
It's something. I think it's like
We've got crazy
18th.
90s rip-off music. We can hear it through the walls.
Is that what that is? Would you call that type of music?
Do you not hear that guitar riff?
It needs more Rob Thomas.
No.
We need more, or a little bit more Santana or something. But I guess I can see it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I worry about our future. We've got a star-studded panel here tonight. We got me here, AJ, your host. Here I am once again. I can barely see her. Oh, she's making it to where I can see her. Space Boy Dandy.
What?
Taking off the camo jacket.
Oh my god.
She's
Hi,
completely
hello.
hidden.
Yep, hiding from all the haters. Can't see me. Wow.
We got John Cena. Next to her, we got Artie Rell. It's DJ Rell's cousin.
That's right. Hello.
He took the braids down. There's beads flapping. It's a great time. It's like Mardi Gras over here.
It's like the 1970s beads that they had hanging in the walls instead of doors.
Yeah, so everybody could like watch you fuck but not be in the room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
We got Big Boss here.
What up? Chilling.
I got Solid Snake in the trunk.
Yes. You got Solid Snake in the trunk.
Yeah.
Why? Well, he fucking up if he's in the trunk.
It's like having King Kong in the trunk.
Not the Jibs.
You can hear me
Shouts out
before
to
you see
Jibs. What you think Jibs doing?
Is that his only song?
I think he had one other song, but it really don't matter because
What's Mike Jones doing?
selling real estate.
Is he really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Good for him.
Wow. They like imagine you get a house sold to you. You go to
Is
see
it
the
Mike
house,
Jones Realty?
right? And then the car pulls up and Mike Jones pops up. You're like, oh shit.
And you're like, who?
How would you feel if that happened? Mike Jones is your realtor.
Would you buy a house from Mike Jones?
Yes.
It depends if I like the house. I mean, I'm not going to buy it just because he's Mike Jones.
No, I'm saying if it was. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if it was Mike Jones, would that affect anything? Would you be like, what the fuck, Mike Jones?
I kind of would be like, I'd be like, are you the Mike Jones?
You would be like, who? He
Yeah.
would scream at you.
Yeah.
That he is, in fact, Mike Jones.
Yeah, no, that actually I think would be fun. I think we'd have a grand old time.
Yeah? With your real estate agent?
Yeah.
Just listening and still tipping the whole time.
Exactly. I think it'd be great. Where is he a realtor at? Like
Texas.
Texas?
Oh,
Not even.
well, that doesn't work for me.
Texas.
In fucking Georgia?
No.
That's unnecessary.
Texas boy. He went back home. Like, I'm going to sell real estate in Texas. Wouldn't that be the place to sell real estate, though?
Texas?
In Texas?
No. I feel like people go to Texas.
I don't know. Austin
I mean,
apparently
it
is the music capital.
seems
That was
that
it.
Texas has decently priced housing if you look in the right spots.
Lots
So.
of guns. Lots of Mexicans.
Um,
And not like Mexican migrants, just like Mexicans. Like they've been there longer than some of the white people.
It seems, I don't know. Texas is a little bit. They're a little bit too nutty for me.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Bigger nuts,
Dr. Phil is from Texas.
nutty.
You saw that video?
What exactly is bigger in Texas? I'm just like, people always say that, but
I
like,
think,
what
I
their
think the
hats?
dicks are smaller, but that's
They got big hats,
Okay.
big
big
boots,
guns,
big guns,
big belt buckles.
big
Big-
horns on the bulls,
big bulls, like he said, big trucks,
yeah,
big bitches,
big bitches.
big burgers.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. So, all right, cool, whatever. All right, bet. Got it. Moving on.
Are we?
Big balls.
So you've seen that video of Dr. Phil where he's like, it's like savage mode Dr. Phil, and he's calling this woman a bitch. He's like, "Look here, bitch!
Oh,
I
shit.
will," like, and it's on live, or not live. But,
You ever said
That's terrible.
you ever said one episode of Dr. Phil
with
where one of
Danielle
the
Bregoli?
maybe you, of course you did,
Stramble.
but it was this episode of Dr. Phil that one of the dudes that made bum fights came
Oh,
on
no.
the show, and he came on the show dressed like Dr. Phil. And Dr. Phil was like, "No, you're not even coming up here. I'm not having it. You got to go." Like he stopped him as soon as he seen it, and the dude was like, "Hey, what do you mean? I'm just dressed like this, man. What do you mean?" Dr. Phil was pissed, bro. He's like, "Bro, you're not gonna try me like that on my own fucking shot."
When I was like 16 or 17, Cody, rest in peace, almost got me on a Steve Wilkos. He called them up because we were watching Steve Wilkos. He's like, "I can get you on there, man. It's a free trip to Chicago." And I'm like, I mean, I don't know how. So he calls him up. He's like, "My friend is addicted to weed." And they're like, "What the fuck do you mean?" And he's like, "He's always smoking weed. He's constantly smoking weed. He's always got a blunt." And they're like, they were about it. And they like put me on the phone and I talked to him. And they were like, "Well, we have to get parent permission." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I can talk to my mom." I wasn't going to talk to I was going to ask my mom to go on Steve Wilkos because I smoked too much weed. What the fuck kind of question is that? Like, but it was, the idea behind it was a free trip to Chicago. But the problem was Steve Wilkos would have yelled at me and told me to go to rehab for smoking fucking weed. And I wasn't going to take the rehab from Steve Wilkos, and then they don't pay me. I don't think they pay you if you don't take the rehab.
I wouldn't want
They just
to
pay your mom.
Yeah, exactly.
That's weird.
You got to go to the shit, but your mom get the check.
When I was like 16 or 17, I think I wanted to go to 106 in Park for my birthday.
It's a little bit different though.
I've always wanted to go on Maury.
Yeah, but I mean, I just wanted to go. I was like, oh man, that'd be so much fun.
Okay, so
And I almost did the thing, but I didn't. So,
real talk, if your significant other took you on to Maury or a similar show, like you got the call from the producer and it was like, da-da-da has, like put in a fucking application to be a guest on our show, and you're part of that application.
Are you asking me would I be on Maury?
Essentially,
No.
yeah.
No.
It's a no. I'd be
see, I
No.
always had it in
It's
my
so
head.
tacky, bro.
No, it's the
Absolutely
tackiest
not.
thing, but I always had it in my head that I would have like the opposite thing. Like I would go like for the face kind of character. I would like be like, I am that baby's father, but you know how they'll get
You mean like
they'll get like fucking shaved in the back of their head, like I'm not the baby daddy. I get like tatted on my neck like I am the baby's father.
yeah, having those aggressive like
There's like entries that they have.
Yeah,
like, everybody's
there's
like, boo.
that's not my baby. Look at the mirrors.
I'm like, look at this baby. I run up to on the picture like the moms do, like, look at those eyes, look at those ears. That
I know that baby's not mine because that baby has a tan. I can't tell. I'm burned.
well.
that baby
you
is the
have it.
lightest skin thing that has ever come out of my family. All my family's dark skin. Explain that. Like it's like his daughter.
Yeah, like who wrote this? It's like, what is this? There's writers for this.
I've seen like my family has a birthmark on the back of their head. You're gonna expect everybody in your family to have the same birthmark. That's not. That
Nope.
doesn't
Yep.
Yes.
Everyone has the same birthmark in my family. on their chin.
Nah, I wouldn't go
Yep.
on, bro. Would you go on?
I would love to go on, but I would make it way more theatrical than I would be great for the producers. They would love me. But
That's terrible.
I would want compensation as the
I
thing.
can see
I would
you
have to
on Maury.
negotiate.
I can see you.
I would
on
have to
Maury.
negotiate with the producer. I'd be like, look, I mean, like, I'll come on. I can be real fun about it, or I can not. It all depends on what you're trying
I can
to
see you yelling like, I don't know what she's talking about. I take care of my kids.
I think that would be a fun time. I actually know somebody who was on Maury when I was a younger chap. When I was like 18 or so, there was this woman that we bought Xanax off of, and she was on an episode of Maury, and we got introduced to her through this girl that we were selling weed to, and she was on there too. I worked with this girl, and she was the one in the audience, like the friend back up in the audience, and she's like, you're the baby daddy, and I was like, holy shit, look at that.
Holy shit.
I actually know Maury people. That's not good.
I know two people who are on. One was on Maury and one was on Jerry Springer. The dude that was on Maury was this kid Giovanni's brother. Like, and it's like randomly his character was one of the dudes who found out that his girlfriend cheating on him.
Okay.
So it's like I flip on the TV, I'm looking, I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck is he doing on there? So that right there, I mean, I already knew that shit was fake, but I just confirmed that shit was extra fake. So I'm like, I know that dude.
You know that dude?
Like, because the name wasn't right. I'm like, bro, that's not his name, bro. And then this other dude that I know on Facebook, he was on Jerry Springer, and he had a whole made up story and shit. I'm like, this shit's wild. Like, is it that easy to get on those shows?
I think so.
Yes.
I really think so. But
They put that number at the end of the show, and those people call in, and that's how they get on the show.
yeah, it's
Like, imagine a wait list.
I always wanted to go to Jerry Springer though. Like, I wanted to get my Jerry beads. Like, I wanted to be one of the guys that's like, Jerry, I've been watching your show since I was 4 years old on syndication, and I just wanted to get my Jerry beads and just fucking flash everybody, and they'd throw me beads. You know, I've seen it happen. But I'm not, one of the fat men that do it, and they're like, I just wanted my Jerry beads. And it's just fucking, doing the dumpling dance, but I'm fat enough. I got titties. I think I deserve beads.
Oh shit, that's a dumpling dance.
Rest in peace to the Jerry Springer show.
Yeah.
I think we need to bring back Cheaters. Last time I watched Cheaters, it wasn't Joey Greco.
Nah, some other dude.
And, like, Joey Greco, I don't respect the other guy because Joey Greco is in the intro getting stabbed. He got stabbed, and then they took that clip and put it in the intro like I do with the FiendCast intro. Like, it was something ridiculous that should be advertised.
Do you think he had any say in that being put in there?
Oh yeah, I think he orchestrated the stabbing. I think he saw the knife and provoked the guy. That guy was about his.
I don't think Joey Greco.
He was a pussy, but I think he was all about his theatrics.
I don't think he was theatrical to provoke dude with the knife to just stab him on that boat. I feel like he
got
legit
onto the boat.
No, he got on the boat. He thought the shit was sweet, is what it was. he thought dude was just fucking around. He thought dude was just fucking around.
No, but he's got a knife.
Wow.
He's cheating on his woman. He has nothing to lose. You got to worry about people who are like already going against the norm. Like you can't trust nobody on a boat. First of all,
so he hops on the boat and he's all like, "Hey man, you're wrong for cheating. What do you got to say about yourself?" And then he pulls a knife out and he's like, "He ain't really gonna stab me." And it's one of them situations where he really got stabbed.
And he fell off the boat, and then they put it in the intro. That's genius.
That's just awful.
He thought he wasn't gonna get stabbed with all them cameras around, and he thunk wrong.
So
thunk wrong.
So I haven't seen this whole episode. How do they get Joey and the whole camera crew on the boat in the water?
Camera crew was on the dock.
Ah.
And it was like it was a very small boat. It was like
it's kind of a crabbing
larger
boat,
than a
tiny
canoe.
crab.
It was a very small boat, like 15-foot boat. And this guy's just like not having it. He was trying to go fishing with his side chick, and Joey Greco was like...
Wait, so what happened to the side chick again? Where'd she go?
She's on side yelling.
Yeah, they always yell.
They're just yelling. I think her face was sensitive.
I like it when the side chick teams up with the main chick to beat the guy's ass. because they don't know. You know, like, oh, you're playing her, you're playing me, who the fuck else you playing? And everybody's beating the shit out of this guy, and Joey Greco's like, how do you feel about being a cheater, sir? You know, he's like, do you know how much you hurt these women?
It's not as unity.
And then Joey Greco's going up to the women, and he's like, you know, if you need somebody to talk to, you can always let me know. He's got his arms around, you know, just feeling great, getting stabbed, feeling great about his life.
He felt like a hero.
You think he tells them, hey, you know I got stabbed?
Hell yeah.
I'm a badass.
Wouldn't you?
No, Joey Greco, I'll kind of say Joey Greco's a badass.
I don't know if I got stabbed.
He's a snitch.
He's a snitch.
The overall snitch, but the
snitch.
way that his form of snitching is kind of badass. Like how much he puts himself in the.
He got stabbed that one time. I don't think it must again.
I've seen him go up against some dudes for no reason. Not go up like he's about to fight, but like go up like being in people's faces that he should not be. He has no right being in their face. You know what I mean?
He does it with the fucking frosted tips.
He's gotten away with a lot.
Probably because the people like
that's
this.
Probably why he quit.
Probably.
Like, my time's run out. I'm gonna get shot next time. One time, at least one time, I've seen a gun on cheaters.
Possibly.
But imagine though, really imagine you get busted in on your house. I mean, you know, you're doing your girl wrong or whatever, but you're getting busted in by Joey Greco and
a bunch of cameras and shit. It's like,
Yeah.
do you get mad though? Can you really get mad though? You like you are
get mad
cheating.
at at
Who do you
that
get?
time?
That's what I'm saying. How can you get mad? Because who can you get mad at that
You have
point?
to kind of be mad at yourself, but at the same time,
Everybody.
yeah, you should be mad at everybody.
Yeah, everybody's getting yelled at. I'm mad at everybody. It's your fault. It's your fault.
Why are you in my house?
Like, why you cheating?
You're asking the girl you're cheating with, like, why are you in my house? Everybody needs to get the fuck out. I need some time.
That's not the question we need to be worried about right now. Why are these guys in here without taking their shoes on and shit in this house? We need to focus on what's important.
Yeah, we do the Japanese style thing here. You guys need to really take those shoes off, and then we can talk about my infidelity. All right, I'll put on some pants, and you guys just, you know, there's a rack there. I miss afternoon reality television because it was like
It's just terrible.
It was great.
It's still on, but it's just terrible.
Tyra Banks
that was
screaming
prime.
about Vaseline.
That was prime. That's prime talk show right there. I used to watch The View back in the day too.
Did you ever watch the Tyra Banks period episode?
What?
Possibly.
I skipped school. I used to watch Wendy Williams with a big ass head, and I'd watch Tyra Banks, and I'd just skip school, and I'd be getting fucking shit faced on weed. You know, back in the old days where you just like come home and like smoke a bowl and just be like, ugh, and watch Tyra Banks yell about her menstrual cycle and Vaseline, and it's honestly a fantastic time. There's no better time in television, and that's how I got to see those Ronnie Deutsch commercials.
Hi, my name's Ronnie Deutsch.
I feel like commercials I remember from the daytime, like when I would stay home from school, would be like the ones for, I feel like these set tapes of like these old songs.
Like the soul R&B.
Oh, yes.
1990s.
Those were great. Those had those jams though. You get like 10 seconds of a fucking jam. You're like, man, I kind of almost want to order that tape, but I don't have a credit card because I'm 11.
Mm-hmm.
The one with Luther Vandross is the one I always remember. That when I started off that.
Yeah.
That's funny because it's funny because I'm white, so I always remember like the classic soft rock.
I remember all those, brother. Those shits too.
Man, TV is gone, you know, like in the
Like
way that
those
it used to be. Have you
commercials,
watched TV? The J.G. Wentworth commercials were brilliant. That was great.
J.G.
Hypnotism.
Those commercials were so cheap though, bro. Like that's what pissed me off. They were too cheaply done of a jingle, and it bothered me.
877 cash now.
Like that education and connection one. Also, you remember them.
Get
I get
connected
it.
for free.
I get it. It's very addictive,
With
but it's like they just so
education
cheaply
connection.
done.
So you guys know how like truth commercials are funded by
Get
Philip Morris,
connected.
right?
Yeah.
For free.
So
Bro, those commercials used to go hard. They started rapping in those.
yeah, well, my problem was like when I was in 9th grade, we had some little project. I was like in the advanced language class, English class, whatever language I speak, and languages are a construct. They don't actually exist. But and the whole thing was like, you know, watch this ad, and, you know, like give your thoughts about it. And I was like a 14-year-old cigarette smoker in the advanced class, and I'm like, as a smoker, this seems like an advertisement to me because they can't advertise cigarettes, and I've never heard of Midnight Berry fucking Camels. The only cigarette, they feature brand names from the cigarettes that they own. Philip Morris owns Cool and Camel, which is all you ever see in the Truth commercials. And it's a fucking advertisement. That's all I saw it as, was like, I've never seen a Midnight Berry cigarette in my fucking life. Ever. So that was them trying to push a product without actually being, they were trying to test, how people fucking felt about it.
Midnight Berry.
Would you smoke a Midnight Berry cigarette? That doesn't seem right to me.
I don't
A flavored
know.
cigarette?
I'd try it out.
I mean, that sounds like it might be like a hookah stick or something,
They used
Possibly.
A Hooba Stank?
A hoop stank.
No,
stick.
not a hookah.
A hoop stick.
Hookah stick.
Hookah stick.
Because hookah is flavored and it's tobacco.
Like e-stick.
So,
You don't think it'd be like e-cig?
I mean, maybe it could be just like...
No, because flavored tobacco is way different than the
I mean, it'll be
flavored
definitely
shit.
be a stronger taste, for sure, or more.
Like,
I
have
don't
you ever
know if-
actually smoked, like, a blunt without rolling a blunt? Like, have you ever just smoked a cigarillo?
Nah.
They're awful.
no.
They're terrible. I have. I actually have, and it's awful. It's one of
It
those...
looked like
That
it'd be
sounds awful.
terrible. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
God. That's some cheap-ass tobacco.
What the better thing to do is to still roll a blunt, but take the tobacco from the blunt and roll it in a paper, because that's just like grape flavored tobacco, but you don't have the grape flavored tobacco leaf around, and it's moderately better. It's still terrible, and it means you're poor. But
You just roll cigarettes with blunt guts.
I haven't rolled cigarettes in at least 5 years, so
Congratulations.
Oh, damn.
yeah, I still smoke with cigarettes, but I haven't been that poor in a long time, which is good. Cost of living is fantastic right now.
I mean, I suppose some people
that's a lie.
probably roll their cigarettes just because they want to.
Bandersnatch.
But,
You get the strychnine.
no, real quick, I was going to say another commercial, though, that's like evolved. You know that 411 pay-in? Because they started off as like one jingle, and then it I feel like it spiraled out of control.
Bro, let me tell you how much I hate those commercials, because you'll turn them on in the radio and
There's
start
so many different ones.
You'll
You
catch
think
one
it's
in
a
the
new
middle
jam.
and start jamming to this song,
And
bro.
it's a 411.
It's a 411 commercial song.
This whole fucking time.
They've gotten me so many times.
They have one for everyone. They
That's
have
a
one in
Florida
every
company.
genre.
country.
That's a Florida company.
Rap,
That's,
rock,
I like
dude.
I was surprised because I don't listen to country music.
They have country ones.
They have country
I've
ones.
been embarrassed in my car a lot. Don't
they
laugh
don't
at me.
have rock ones, but they'll play the rap ones on
I've heard
WJR.
I heard a rockish one, like an alternative sounding one.
Really?
Yeah.
So I think the marketing of that is genius.
It is
Because
genius.
first of all, that is the best fucking scam lawyers. Those are the lawyers, because they hook you. They're a broker for the lawyer that's gonna fight for you and the doctor that's gonna say you're injured. They'll hook you up with doctors that will be like, oh yeah, look at that, look at this, and they'll testify. And everybody gets paid.
Yeah.
And you get 35% of what everybody gets paid.
Yeah.
So everybody gets paid, It's great.
very. Yeah, no, those are fun. Those are fun commercials.
It makes me want to fucking slip and fall in a Walmart sometimes.
1-800. Oh my gosh.
Doing
Yeah, go
it.
hip first. Go hip first.
Speaking of, I wonder how my ex-coworker is doing.
Did she slip and break her hip?
No, she didn't break anything, but she slipped and fell, and she did hurt herself.
Did she
I
get
guess.
fired
She got
this?
fired from my job.
for slipping and falling?
No, she slipped and fell at Walmart, and she was suing Walmart.
Oh, she gotta get a check. Walmart will settle that
Sure.
bitch. Walmart will settle that. So we do gotta talk about Soulja Boy.
We do gotta talk about Big Draco.
So Soulja Boy, despite his cocaine fueled rants,
They did seem very...
they always do. They have
Yeah,
for
they do
10
that
years
way.
now.
Yes.
Who here remembers hearing those songs, talking about report cards when you were in school? Because he was also in
Listen,
school.
bruh.
He used a cracked version of Fruity Loops to make his beats. He made all his own beats. He put Lil B on. He put the Based God on.
bro.
He put Riff Raff on, and
Did.
Riff Raff's just Riff Raff.
Yes.
But he's jacked now. He's
He
the
is
most
very
powerful Riff Raff that exists.
It was like, bro, it's like I remember having
He had a
like
game council.
having MySpace back when that shit was still popping, and that fucking video, watching that shit on repeat.
Crank that.
Babes.
Oh, I got me some baby.
Yes, yes. I kept that shit on fucking repeat, bro.
Yeah, Soulja Boy was off in that hoe.
He just jigging.
The thing was, he was the first viral rapper.
He was.
And that's a big thing in this culture. I watched his interview. I didn't actually take notes of anything he said, but somebody said something about Drake. Oh, it was a whole argument of how Meek Mill bounced back, but Soulja Boy didn't. But it was whilst interviewing Soulja Boy. First of all, that's disrespectful. You know,
Meek
you can't.
Mill.
The whole thing was a crazy ass rant, but it's like, you know, he had bits and pieces. He had bits and pieces of truth in there.
I've never listened to a Meek Mill song in my life.
I wouldn't say he had the biggest bounce. He so far. Oh shit! Shouts out to the music in the background.
What kind
That's
of
like
music
outside.
was that?
I don't know what that
It was some crazy shit, man.
But nah, but with Soulja Boy, what was something about that, man? I was saying something about Big Draco, and the music threw me off, bro.
It's hypnotizing. We almost got hit by a car earlier.
You were talking about how Meek Mill's had the. They were talking about Meek Mill's had the biggest, biggest comeback.
Soulja Boy definitely didn't have the biggest comeback 2018.
And
he had the biggest comeback of so far 2019 with him just being on the. He just memed everywhere.
I mean, he's been a meme. I don't know if I count that as a comeback.
I mean, he's come back to relevance.
Charlemagne figuring out, like Charlemagne's mind being blown was the same way I felt with the.
He was trolling. He was definitely trolling when he did that.
Hard. No.
He said it before. He said before the interview. He said I don't know if I'm gonna talk bad about him or just gas him up.
But what he was talking about in reference to Charlemagne trolling was true because that part of the Drake
Kiss
song.
Me Through the Phone thing.
But it wasn't from Kiss Me Through the Phone. It was another song. That damn Miss Me. Everybody know that Drake song. You know that song, right?
Yeah.
That his whole first part of his verse. That's the same part how Soulja Boy started the first part of his verse on one of his songs.
Yeah. What? Tell me what's really going on.
Yeah.
No,
and Charlemagne was like Charlemagne looked like the guy in the background of that meme rap battle video where it's like you know the one. It became a meme. The surprised outliers in that.
Yeah,
I can't describe it.
So it's like sometimes little references but nothing.
How seriously do you take Soulja Boy in 2019?
Not
at all.
But I do give him respect in reference to how he changed. He influenced. He definitely helped mold the current rap landscape.
Yeah, he is a pioneer of that.
He's definitely a pioneer. He's a forsaken father
of hip hop. I love that.
Yeah, he's a forsaken father of hip hop. Because because think about it. He literally was just a goofy ass looking motherfucker, bro. He's doing goofy ass shit.
He looks like a crackhead.
He just always doing goofy shit, jumping around.
Remember, I think like a year ago or 2 years ago, it looked like he got jumped, but like it was like different video angles. That's why you need multiple body cams for cops.
That shit was funny because he like tried to put his arm over the dude's shoulder.
But he did actually try to fight him. Like he didn't pussy out like the one angle seemed.
I mean,
there were two angles.
He put his hands up,
but he did have people.
He put his hands up for like a good 2 seconds.
But he was just cracking out. He's like, "What are you gonna do?" I'm Soulja Boy. You know the fuck I am. I'm Soulja Boy. He'll come through with two Dracos.
What I love
flying into your window.
What I love about the Breakfast Club interview with Soulja Boy is like not that one. The Everyday Struggle interview. The Everyday Struggle interview with Soulja Boy. Like when he's talking to DJ Academics, he'll just randomly say "nigga" just super aggressively toward DJ Academics. He'd be like, "Nigga." It was like, what?
Does he give him those eyes? Like,
yeah, he gives him the bulge eyes.
Soulja Boy is Black Pauly D.
Black Pauly D.
Them bulging eyes.
It's the bulging eyes and like the weird like crabs are here. I can imagine Soulja Boy.
I couldn't imagine Soulja Boy saying crabs are here.
Talking about Crips. Crabs are here.
Terrible.
No, but, I literally almost said rest in peace, Soulja Boy.
Aww. That's terrible.
My bad.
Big Draco.
No, Soulja Boy, he influenced a lot of us. I almost bought a pair of bathing apes when I was 15, but instead I bought a bag of weed.
Yeah, that was better investment.
I used to love all the variations of Crank That songs that he influenced. I remember the first time I heard his song, it was before it was popular. It was at a pool, and this one kid had it on their phone.
Oh, yeah.
And they played it.
Back when you had to record your ringtones from the radio.
Mm-hmm. That's what I used to do. Just hold it up real close to the speaker.
I had that shit to a science, bro. Like I could get it without no distortion.
Isn't it fucking nuts where we are in technology compared to where we were even 10 years ago?
It is, bro.
Yeah, because that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, I still just downloaded MP3s and converted it. But I'm a tech guy. I'm not
I'm tech guy.
tooting my own horn or anything, but I know what I'm doing around some chips and boards.
Chick gay.
Oh man, with my knockoff.
He's gay with
YouTube.
the chips and off-brand YouTube.
Off-brand. No ads. I can turn the screen off. I paid nothing for it. Off-brand.
I mean, hey, sometimes, bro, deals.
Deals on deals. That's why I won't go to Metro for a new screen protector.
Just get one off Amazon.
Well, yeah, but then I have to wait for
Just get a new screen, bro. Stop. Just get a screen.
2 days.
Get a new screen, bro. Come on now.
You get a screen?
Not a new screen. Get a new screen protector. Oh, the screen fucked up? Or
No, it's a screen protector.
Okay, get a
It's
screen protector.
Glass screen protector. You take it off, it looks brand new.
Mine. I have mine is kind of cracked.
Yeah, it looks awful now. Not as bad as mine, but
not at all.
Not nearly as bad as mine. So, if you won a big college, championship for football,
Yes.
and you were invited to the White House for a dinner, what would you want to be fed?
Me in particular?
Yeah.
Steak.
He said me in particular. Me. Damn it. Me.
You did say him.
Honestly, if I'm being dead ass, probably a big ass burrito.
So Chipotle, Moe's.
No Chipotle.
Qdoba.
Maybe some custom shit. From
Mexican
a third party
guy,
motherfucker.
Some Mexican woman.
Some third party some third party shit.
Somebody's
if that makes
abuelita
sense.
who's just fucking mashing corn tortillas with. Yeah,
some burrito that comes out of a small building.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So how would you feel about McDonald's, Wendy's, Panera Bread, and Domino's?
It sounds wild when you think about it. I wouldn't be mad though, honestly, because I'm going straight for those. I'm going straight for them fucking quarter pounders. I'm getting them all.
Government shut down.
Yes.
You got to think about this. So Donald Trump paid for these Big Macs.
He paid for.
So everything from McDonald's I noticed was on the McPick 2 for $5. Everything from McDonald's was a Big Mac, a quarter pounder, a 10-piece nugget. I saw a fillet of fish in there. There were trays, there were 24 Big Macs on a tray. They've got dipping sauce in the gravy boats, the Lincoln gravy boats that have been around for fucking 150 years. Now these football players were just fucking loving it. This one guy had the biggest smile on his face. He had 8 fucking Big Macs on the plate.
When you, bro, holy shit, bro.
I would eat it.
Imagine
it's funny, but I would eat it.
That's what I'm saying. It's funny. I'm not. Nobody's saying it's not funny. It's hilarious,
companies.
bro.
It's all American.
It's honestly the most American fucking thing you could possibly see.
Trump is
the McDonald's,
biggest
bro.
American caricature.
Nah, when I say most American thing you can see is also that means that shit's tacky as fuck. That's also what that means, though. Because that shit, when you think about it,
our national food's the hamburger.
Yeah, it is. When you think about that,
it's literally that.
That's why you. Damn.
Is it?
Yeah, yes. I looked it up just the other day.
It's the hamburger.
Well, Giselle cooked me Venezuela's national dish the other day, so I was like, "What is America's national dish?" So I looked it up, and it was the fucking hamburger, and I was very upset.
Is it a specific burger, or is it all burgers?
Just the burger itself.
Burger's vague on an international level.
Okay.
Burger can be anything on a bun on the international level. So,
Wow.
Yeah, it's a crazy day we live in with burgers, or you know, you can throw dirt on a bun and call it a dirt and burger in Germany.
But yeah, man, it's like that shit would be. I've been walking in there and seeing offhand, that shit would look wild. Because just imagine being the person who had to set all that shit there.
Imagine
in that
being
formation.
the guy who brought it.
Yeah, like, how you make that order?
Because
Like,
that was
okay,
just
I
like a
need-
White House staffer that set it up. The
Yeah.
guy who brought a bunch of Big Macs to the White House. Because they didn't go pick that up.
Nah.
And they could have sent
You
a
don't think
staffer.
they
They could have. But I feel like Trump was just like, I'm going to get on Uber Eats.
You
I'm
think
going to
it's
order
Uber-
1,000 Big Macs.
You think an Uber
Say
Eats dude
Uber
brought that there?
Uber Eats definitely.
Something like that, I feel like.
Hey, do you think he could fit 1,000 Big Macs in their car?
Yeah, multiple orders, I don't know.
You
You
get a
think they
van.
just sent a
Like, just
guy?
back and
You
forth?
think- they
All
probably
he needs
call-
is a van, buddy.
Has
They
this
banded
ever
up?
happened before is the real
I
question.
don't-
Like, has the White House ever, like, bought a catered McDonald's thing? Because there's got to be a McDonald's nearby. I'm sure there's a McDonald's nearby. McDonald's is like that.
McDonald's everywhere.
Yeah, so... Did somebody go pick this up? Did they send an intern? Or...
That's what I'm saying. The whole thing is wild, bro. The whole... It's wild.
And when the fact that it was 4 different fast foods, they had to have the Domino's delivered. There's no way they went and picked up the Domino's.
It definitely had that delivered.
Yeah, they have the little tracker.
Yeah.
You know, like, why would you not?
So you tell me you got Domino's.
You got Panera Bread salads, which made no sense.
They had to have something here healthy.
You could
I
get a
guess.
salad from any of the other places that they bought food
Yeah.
from.
Throw the salad.
So,
like a
like,
salad.
man,
I'm a salad person, but put that shit to the side.
I'd be upset that they didn't have any bread bowls from Panera though.
You could have bread bowls.
Where the bread bowls at?
Could have bread
You
bowls.
got no soup in here.
Questionable, but they could have had. You had the Domino's. You had the Wendy's. You had the Burger King.
there was no Burger King.
Not the Burger King. I don't know why I keep saying Burger King.
Panera.
You got the McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
It's like, bro. It's like, I mean, once again, is it tacky? Yes, but I'd
Super
eat it.
tacky.
It's delicious.
I'd eat it. You're not telling me you wouldn't eat that shit.
Of
Oh,
course.
Trump burgers.
You would
But,
eat that?
and he put out the quote, the tweet. It's like, we're feasting on some of America's favorite fast foods. It's true. It's not even a lie. You know, like, it's fucking great.
I would swap the Panera out with Taco Bell personally.
Yeah, Taco Bell's, but that's not American enough for
I
Trump.
mean, but it is at the same
Trump
time.
Tower
bro.
has the best Taco Bells.
Exactly. So there should have been some Taco Bell there.
He loves Hispanics.
He loves Hispanics. Trump Tower has the best taco bowls. There should have been a Taco Bell there.
It is what it is.
I know Taco Bell doesn't have Taco Bells, but that's not the point.
I think
Taco Bell is American.
the media would have wrecked Trump if he had Taco
They
Bell
already
with that.
did try to wreck Trump for the
If he had
fucking
Taco
fast
Bell-
food.
But they were going to see. This is wild shit about it. It's a catch-22 because if he would have got them like steak and lobster and shit, you know what the headlines would have said during
He's
president
wasting money,
during the
but he
government
spent his
shutdown.
own money.
But
He's wasting the money that we pay him.
so it's like it fucking regardless. It just is wild. It just looks wild to see that he got fast food.
The fastest of
The fastest of foods. Like it wasn't like no random spots from DC or anything. Like nah, he went and got the chains.
But the guys looked very, very happy.
Yeah, no,
with their Big
exactly.
Macs.
At the end of the day,
They were like, holy shit. You know, like,
yeah,
Trump just bought us big. They were probably just as amused by it as we are.
don't say it's just music.
You know, they're like,
but at the end of the day, the shit shouldn't even
it's
be.
free food.
This shit shouldn't even be news. It's like, it's just fucking football players.
College football
College
players. They're
football
slaves.
players. All those motherfuckers did was win a game.
Yeah, but they're still slaves. They don't get paid.
That's what I'm saying. But
They're
it's like
not
at the end of
allowed
the
to
day,
be
I
paid.
get it. You know, they got sportsmanship. I'm not knocking their talent or whatever, but at the end of the day,
good
just
for
fucking
them.
sports. They're just sports.
know,
They're
winner,
just
winner.
sports players.
Yeah.
Yeah, winner, small dick dinner.
Oh, wow.
Little Dick Dennis.
Little Dicky.
Dick Dennis.
Dick Dennis. Young Dick Dennis.
Okay.
Dennis Dickinson.
Dennis Dickinson. Dick Dickinson.
Dick Dickley.
All right, so I want to run into something.
What?
Just
What you run
because,
into?
since we're talking about dicks already. So, the first time I saw a dick that wasn't like my dad's or my own,
What were you doing?
I was smoking cig-wets.
Okay.
I was a 13-year-old boy, and I went to a local park, Mead Gardens, and I was smoking with cig-wets. I was smoking some of my mother's cigarettes, and this guy comes up to me, and he had kind of like a pot belly, and you know, I'm like a preteen or a teen, fresh teen. And he's like, "Hey man, can you watch out for me for a second?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man. You know, I'm smoking with cigarettes. I figure he's smoking with crack cocaine, or weeds, or something." And
so you were sketched out that there was a crackhead right there.
I mean, like, I
conversing with
was
you.
gonna look out for him.
Okay.
You know, like I wasn't gonna like run off immediately. It didn't seem like a danger at the time.
Okay.
So he goes to the bushes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he whips out his dick. And as soon as I see that, I'm like, oh, he's probably pissing. You know, like, he'll turn. He didn't turn, and he started jerking his dick.
Oh, okay.
And I got on my bike, and I ran away. And,
As you should. You did the correct thing.
You made the right
You
move.
did do the correct
was I
thing.
technically molested?
You were
Yeah.
sexually
You're sexually
assaulted,
assaulted.
but
You're
not
sexually
molested.
I felt a
You weren't
betrayal of
touched.
trust. Because,
You were
like,
sexually assaulted.
I thought he was going to take a piss. I'd still watch out for him taking a piss. Like, that made sense, you know, like he's in a public place. I have to piss in public sometimes, you know. Nah, he was jerking off at me. He
He
gunning.
should be ashamed of himself.
I don't think he was. I really do not believe that he was. Maybe hopefully he felt guilty when I ran off in fear.
I doubt it.
He was
I
joking.
doubt
He wasn't.
I don't think anybody that just jerks off in front of people in the middle of the day
Ever feels
are
bad?
feeling it.
You don't
Are
think any
feeling
of them
bad
feel
about it.
bad? Like,
No,
what if
I
they
don't
like
think
have
so,
a
buddy.
conflict? Like, they're like, oh man,
Nah.
I shouldn't have jerked off in front of that guy, but I gotta jerk off in front of this guy.
I think it feels bad that you didn't stay and watch, maybe.
Like, damn, he should have stayed.
I was a 13-year-old boy. I'm not trying to watch a grown man.
You should-
I
I
didn't
would
say
hope
that
you
you.
would.
I didn't say that you should have stayed. I said
No,
he probably
I
was
think,
upset
yeah.
about it.
He's like, man, I
That he
thought I had a
was
good looking
upset.
dick.
He personally
What's
was
wrong with my
upset.
dick, man? Like,
But no, he was saying the bum personally feels upset that you ran off.
right, that's what I'm saying. He was upset. He was like, hey, I thought everything was kosher here. I thought you were gonna watch out for me. I thought you were gonna watch out at me. But no, I was.
No, he was misleading actually, because when he asked you to watch out for him, like, well, what do you mean there, bud? Like,
I'm not just gonna make sure nobody catches you jerking off. Like, that's not any.
Yeah.
That's never a contract. You know, like, that's not something I would agree
that's
to.
you know,
If
you
get
got to
caught jerking off. That's your own
disclose
problem.
that kind of thing. It's like someone's like, "Oh, hey, can you watch out for me?" And you're like, "Sure," and then they go snap somebody's neck, and you're just like,
It's
"Oh,
like, oh shit!
Oh
Like,
shit, this escalated.
I didn't,
I'm in a social contract now. I gotta watch out for these guys.
I didn't
Like,
know."
you should give me some a warning or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like,
I
hey man, I really want to go jerk off right now. Can you just make sure I don't get arrested? And it's like, no, I'm not going to do that. That would have
Yeah.
been way better for me.
Yes.
Exactly.
Consent.
You would've-
He didn't ask for consent.
I mean,
And
mind
he felt
you,
violated.
it
Well, he
was
did
like
ask for
2000
consent, but it
was
was
He
like
didn't know
fleeting.
nothing. Okay.
2005, you know, like you didn't have to ask for consent in 2005. It was just a free for all back then.
It was a different time.
It was different times back in 2010.
5.
5?
Yeah.
Wow.
Primitive.
where'd you-
Shit. I'm off.
yeah.
Woo.
What a
Oh wait,
fucking
real
millennium.
quick. Speaking of 2010, did y'all do those like 10-year challenges?
I refuse to.
I did it in
You did. You looked
I
like
did it in I did
you looked
I look
like
like
the
something.
fittest fucking dude.
I look like something.
But you had the same look on your face. You were darker skinned for no reason. Like, it didn't make any sense. I don't remember you being that dark in the whole time. I've known you for at least 12 years.
Listen, man,
You know,
camera
like-
quality has gotten better. That's all it is. That's all it is. But no, I did it and I kind of got hit on by a dude.
I saw that.
Yeah, it
He's
was-
like,
it was
you're
random.
handsome.
And I didn't say, yeah, he said I wasn't ugly.
Yeah, because you said you were ugly. No, he didn't say you're not ugly. He said you're handsome. Oh, no.
No, he
Gary
said-
Mackiehauser said you're handsome.
No, it was a private message he sent me.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a private message that he sent me.
Ooh.
So it was like,
Oh, yeah. It was right under. Oh, yeah.
Seen you in
yeah.
the-
oh no! And like last time I talked to him he last thing he said was, "I really want to see your dick." And I was like, "Oh no!" I just didn't respond. I just left it on red and I didn't respond.
Was he offering money
That's
or was
fine.
it just like straight up?
I mean, he
Man,
just straight up just wanted to see the dick, and I was like,
Look, man,
nah.
I get you're not gay, but like you can send a picture to your boy, you know, like, just let me see it, and you ain't gotta really.
Nah,
have to
he
think
was
about
straight
what's
to the
going on.
point, bro. Just straight off,
No.
just bam.
I wanna see your dick.
I want to see your dick. Yeah.
It's like, well, I mean, you gotta appreciate that he's not trying to.
He like this might sound. He like that.
This
He
might
wasn't
sound
beating around the
gay.
bush.
He might sound crazy, but I want to see your dick. Oh no.
And you
I
just
didn't respond,
you just left
yeah.
him on scene.
I'm like, oh, yeah.
You should have at least been
What
like,
you mean?
"No, thank you."
What you mean, bro? No, I can't entertain that. That's entertaining that shit. It's not like I'm just being
You already
like,
looked at it. You could have previewed that without
yeah,
actually.
because
letting
I wasn't expecting him.
No, you could. I mean,
To
you
look
could
at your
have.
dick?
I think you could have explicitly just been like, no.
You should have been like, no, because now he's gonna think that the fucking option's open.
Yeah, you
How
left
did
it
the option
open.
open?
You
Because
left
it's
it open.
because you left it open.
I didn't even respond.
Literally
Exactly.
open.
There was
You
no
left it
closure.
open.
Yeah,
There was no
he's
closure.
gonna be like, he's gonna be like, he's thinking about it still.
That's why he commented on your picture.
But that was
He's trying-
literally
he
like
wants
4
to
or
see-
5 years
That's
ago.
what I'm
that he
saying,
did
but
this.
that's why he commented on your picture a couple days ago.
Trying again.
Because all those years ago,
If-
you
That's-
didn't.
Do you have a Cash App?
I do have a cash app. But
Okay, so what you do is you'd
Hold
be
on.
like, well, yeah, I mean, like, you can do that, but it's a $50 donation to my Cash App.
no, bro.
That's a lot of money.
No.
Just send
A lot of
somebody.
money.
no.
I
Just
don't think he's selling dick pics. For
I'm not gonna sell. Exactly. I'm not
2019,
selling
bro.
dick.
You sell dick
Bro,
pics.
Listen,
just go on the internet
Girls
and
got
send somebody
premium
else's dick.
Snapchats.
bro. Listen, you bitch check out premium Snapchat all you want. You know, I'm gonna tell IRS on you. That's
You
gonna
can't
happen.
enforce
But listen,
state violence just because.
no, I will.
these
I will.
bitches are
I
showing
will.
pussies.
I will. Because you know what? Was not well. I want to do it just to do it because I'm salty like that.
But
with
you're
the-
salty.
I don't
But-
know.
You just sound upset.
But-
Like,
They can do that shit, but I'm not about to set up no cash out
You're
to
not-
entertain.
you're
Not,
not gonna
even to
send
entertain
feet
the
pics?
idea of sending a dick pic to any dude
Women
or to
nowadays
anybody.
are proud of sending
Listen.
feet pics for money.
if you want to make profit off of your dick pic,
No, I'm not.
That's
It's weird.
your prerogative.
First off, dick pics are unwanted in all.
I
well,
don't-
clearly
yeah, I
they
don't-
are. Someone
most-
asked
It's
you
wrong.
for one.
Dick pics are wrong in all
Most
forms.
people
In
don't
all
want
forms.
dick pics.
Nobody wants to see a dick.
I'm selling.
Okay, real
I'm selling
quick.
dick
Dicks
pics
are
right now
ugly.
for $50.
I was
Anybody
going
who
to tell you
wants
the
it.
worst dick pic I've ever seen. It wasn't sent to me. It was
Was it a
sent to my
stumpy boy?
friend. No. But it was sent to my friend, and it was this guy, and he was standing over the toilet that still had pee in it, and like the lid was up, and then like you could just see the top part of one of his feet.
So he was hard
I've
over
been-
a toilet with
It
piss in
was-
it, and you could see his toe.
That's trifling, bro.
That guy was playing a game. That man's ascended.
You're
He's
not-
like, all right, dick pic, here it is. I just
No,
took a
she
piss.
didn't even ask for the dick.
Oh,
You see? That's how I felt. Whenever.
Why did
That's
he
how I
Ask
felt.
for it. That was what
there's
was-
better staging than that. You know, like you put it next to a dollar bill or something. You know,
No.
Anything's better than that. It's
It
terrible.
was
that's like that picture. Where it's just
Terrible.
the guy squatting, and there's a empty mason jar under him.
Oh, see, we not doing it. We're not taking it back to that time. But no, man, that shit was unwarranted, bro. The shit was weird. I felt uncomfortable.
Well, now you
I was
feel.
very
Now
uncomfortable.
you know how women feel when they
I said this
catcall.
happened to me before. Well, no, just not to say catcalling is two different things. Because catcalling is just some dumb shit.
What do you? Hold on.
That's
What?
just some dumb shit. No, I'm saying
What are you saying?
If a guy wants, if a guy asks another guy to see his dick, it's not the same as a construction worker whistling at you.
yeah, it's not.
It's
not
more
it's a-
traumatizing if a man wants to see another man's dick than a construction worker who's being a dickhead.
yes,
Why?
because one's. You know damn well I'm
It's
not
happening.
gay.
If
Why are you
not-
asking me to see? You're
Not even
sexually
that, not
harassing
even
me.
that.
You're sexually harassing
If a
me.
guy's just like, "Hey, baby,"
Yeah, you just yelling shit. Yeah, that's somebody just yell. That's just you know that's
then a
some
guy's
dumb way
like-
of flirting. That they can just yelling some
now,
shit.
if the construction worker is like, "Hey, I want to see your pussy,"
that's being
the
vulgar.
exact. That's
being vulgar.
Yeah,
that's
that's
equal.
exactly-
That is equal.
okay.
Then that's
That is
equal.
literally-
Yes.
literally
Would you
equal.
Yes.
would you have been equally as upset if he just said "Hey, baby" on your comment instead?
I would have still
Knowing
been
he's a gay man.
uncomfortable. I would have still been uncomfortable because it's like, hey man, you know you're not just supposed to be approaching another dude talking about some hey baby.
What do
Come
you
on
mean?
now,
He
bro.
doesn't know.
He doesn't know. He does know because, like I said, the last
you for 5
message.
years.
Exactly. The last, I remember what I
People
said.
are in relationships and
Things-
gay.
things change.
You're right. You're right. But here,
You
listen.
have
He has
years.
a hope because you never answered
There
his
was no closure, bro.
Even if I had closure, I feel like he still would have responded because I'm not one of the people that would have. I didn't delete him. So I
didn't
feel
delete
like
him?
yeah, I didn't delete him because like
did?
even
You
though he
don't have
said
to
even though he
delete
said
him.
that look, even though he said that gay
He's
shit.
bullying you.
You know, he did that gay shit. I just ignored the shit.
You didn't have to delete him.
I did have to delete him. I'm just saying I wouldn't have.
I'm saying you could have just said no.
But see that don't
just
because you say no doesn't mean it's gonna stop him.
How do you know if you don't try?
Because I just
you can't use that logic.
I have a story. There's a guy, a gay kid I went to school with, and so overall, he offered me money to jerk off on camera, not live feed or anything, and I was like, nah, man, why would I do that? And I blocked him because he kept like trying to fuck me and like see me on camera. And then one day I needed rent really bad, and I was like, "You'll give me $50 to jerk off on like a non-live video." And he's like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Fine," and I did it. I got the $50. And another time I got way worse in debt, right? And like we didn't have rent money, so I was like, "Yeah, I'll do that thing where you want me to drink a gallon of water so you could see my stomach expand." That was the sickest thing I had ever heard.
Oh yeah, I remember this story.
Yeah, that's why would you want to see a person's stomach expand? Period. That's
There's all types of fetishes out there.
There's a lot of fetishes out there, bro. People like lick feet.
$250.
I'm pretty sure people pay more for weird shit, bro.
And I tried. I actually attempted because like it's technically less gay, but it's weirder. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't see my dick, but like. He sees my stomach expand through water consumption.
Yeah.
And this is 18-year-old AJ, you know, like just trying to make $1 drinking water.
Why do you how do you end up in these situations?
I don't know.
Because I've never been in a situation where I had
I had to block this kid after he kept, being like, "Hey, like let me see you drink water."
It's because you beat your meat that one time, so you shouldn't have did it.
Garrus apparently was having the same issue with the guy, and he never did it.
See,
but he considered it. For $50 for the water consumption, actually. See, which I thought was lowballed.
But you see, he didn't consider the other one where he said, "Hey, just beat off on camera." You see, he didn't do that.
He never got asked that.
He never got asked that. See, you got asked that, and you did it.
Yeah, I even featured the straight porn in the video. I was like, "Here's straight porn."
You didn't have to do it though.
It's $50.
It's just exactly.
I was unemployed.
$50 is $50.
It's $50 for doing something that I do on a regular basis.
I don't
think the guy. I didn't have to know what his reaction was. I just had to hope that I got the money.
That takes away my fun.
I wonder
because it's like I got paid. I enjoy doing this on my own private time, and now I got paid for the shit. It fucked up something personal for me, bro.
$50 for 5 minutes, bro.
It didn't make me feel cheap, bro. $50
for 5 minutes of my time. That did not make me feel cheap. No.
You do it for free every day.
That was $10 a minute. That did not make me feel cheap
I'm trying
whatsoever.
To think,
I'm doing it for me.
As a girl,
at that point, I'm doing it for the money.
I know a lot of girls do like on their Snapchats, like do that.
Yeah. They got the private Snapchats.
And people
I didn't pay
pay
taxes on that $50.
A certain price to see the Snapchats of them doing that.
But how does that work?
I don't.
Do you guys use Snapchat? Because I don't use Snapchat. Does the premium Snapchat work enough. Like?
I don't know.
You have one that they can like be like, "Hey, here's money," or is it more like you get this Snapchat ID and I'll accept you if you pay the money? And if you pay the money and they don't accept you, how do you deal with that?
I guess they just drop you out this now.
Huh?
I guess they would just drop you off that friends list for that private page.
Yeah, drop you out of the group.
I don't know.
It's probably like a.
No, I'm saying like if they pay,
like if someone paid but they still weren't able to get in.
How do they complain?
No.
Well, I guess you just lose your money then, bro. I mean, what you gonna say? What you gonna say?
But they should pay taxes.
What are you gonna yell? Are you gonna say, "Oh man,
I don't think anybody should"?
I lost money trying to see boobs.
Should the guys pay?
Is that what you're gonna say? If you send the money in and don't get it, get in.
You know what would be funny? I wonder if there's any scam premium.
You know they are.
Snapchat. Someone said like they don't even do anything. It's just some.
They want you to pay them in cryptocurrency.
The ASMR videos where they're just like crunching marbles under their feet and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a fetish, sir. That's not a scam.
It's still a scam.
How's it a scam?
No, because what if you make it seem like it's one thing, but then it's not? That's what I'm saying.
That's bait and switch.
That's a scam.
That's bait.
That's a scam.
Well, I guess that is. Yeah, that's a scam.
That'd be funny.
What would be funny about that? Some poor guy who just wants to jerk off to marbles under feet, and you give him like you smoking a cigarette or something.
Learn something new. Jack off some new shit.
That poor guy needs to.
Why does he need to jack off to you crushing
The same
marbles
reason-
under feet?
That's what I'm saying. If you already want to see
you
weird
know
shit like
what's so
that,
funny
You gotta
is there.
stop jerking off.
There's a whole wide web of free porn where he could
Yes.
find whatever
But it's
the
more-
Why is
fuck he
anybody
wants.
paying?
It's personal.
but it's more
What I-
personal
what I've
when they
gathered.
pay for it. It's more personal.
Yeah, they feel like
I
they're
feel
in
like it's a little
control.
more
a different
creepy.
thing. It is
but they
definitely
like
more
it's
creepy.
it is creepy, but they feel
definitely
it's more
Because you've
personal.
still never met this person.
But they like it
And
that way.
The thing is get this: the people in the porns are also real people. Wow.
But it's not as personal though. It's like it's like a weird thing where you get that personal feel like, ooh, look, I got
'Cause you
them
get to directly
privately.
interact with-
But at
interact
the
with
same
them.
time, I don't gotta be near them.
It's creepy.
It is creepy.
It is creepy. It's definitely creepy.
It is creepy.
It's creepy.
But it's creepy that we've been able to do an hour like this.
But was it creepy?
No, it's been a good time. It's been a great time. I don't know what else to branch off onto. Maybe
feel
we'll
like
do some
some-
hot
I
mics.
feel like
there's
there
a
was-
topic that we missed.
There was something.
It's kind of it's scratching at me.
The fuck was it, bro?
Bitch.
It's gonna kill me.
We might make some bonus content, but
Wow.
I've got to urinate.
Oh,
you
we can
got
do
it.
it. I hit spaz on top of the head real quick. We can do it real quick because I'm pretty sure we know how everybody's gonna respond to it. Did you happen to see that Gillette ad?
Oh God! Fuck!
Too much.
I gotta pull my piss back inside of me. Hold on.
I pull the urine back up. Oh, that burn.
Sounds like you inhaled it.
So, what a strange advertisement.
It was very weird. It came out of nowhere.
It's not.
Came out of nowhere.
It's not like they have like an initiative, like a direct. Like it's not like they got like something like we're aiming to make men better or whatever. Like so, the whole thing was. It really was out of nowhere. There's no like scandal that happened recently.
It was hokey. It came out of nowhere,
hokey pokey,
and it was just very gaudy.
and it had Terry Crews.
Yeah, it had,
It had, like-
those little weird intercut things like that.
I still haven't seen this commercial, but I've heard enough about it, and I'm not interested.
I don't see why it's upset people and made them want to boycott Gillette. I just think that it's a terrible ad that they were
This is
very
bad.
much so
Yeah.
virtue signaling.
It's a
for
terrible
no
ad.
reason.
That's clearly what it
They're
was.
going. They're kind because it was. I've seen people say it was against masculinity. I wouldn't go that far as to say it was an ad against masculinity.
That's reaching. People just want a reason to be
'Cause-
fucking upset.
People just
Literally,
get
shaving is kind of like anti-masculine. You know,
That's
like
what
if
I
you,
said.
if you shave your armpits as a man, it's looked as suspect.
It's
If you shave
against
your legs,
masculine. It isn't. They're saying it's,
I can't grow a fucking
the
beard.
reach is against masculinity in the sense that it's anti men.
But it's not anti-man.
Because the way it was making it,
it made no sense
the way-
contextually to the product.
yeah, exactly. That's the
That's
main
the
thing.
issue. Like
But you know, they pulled up their slogan was, "Is this the best?"
shaving has nothing to do with rape,
But you're a man. Is this the best a man can be?
and that's a stupid. That was a stupid way of going about that tagline. Like they hired.
It's like you
the
kinda
wrong
burned
ad man,
yourself,
and
'cause
they
it's like
spent
you came up
millions
with
on that ad.
It's like it's like you literally came up with that ad and you went and did some weird spin on your own tagline for no reason.
I mean,
Why'd you try to cover your tail on
and
your own
Dollar
tagline?
Shave Club came out like a day later with just a regular old Dollar Shave Club commercial, and their revenue went up like the next day.
There's some weird stuff with that. There's some weird stuff with that commercial. Like, I didn't catch it until somebody brought it up. Like,
Interracial dads.
well, not even that. Like, there was like all the people that were doing like bad shit with the white dudes,
Yeah.
and like everybody like stopping them from doing the weird shit with like black dudes and like a mixed dude.
I've noticed a big thing, like with Bird Box, the army black main lead, fucking Sandra Bullock, who's 20 years older than him. It didn't make any fucking sense. It made no sense. Like he might have smashed, but he wouldn't have been that into her. There's Sandra Bullock.
I mean, maybe he would have. I don't know. They were like the only two people together.
Why was the only black guy in the movie, or not the only, the main black guy? He's also an army guy. You know, they had to make him the all-American Because she probably, if she would have done it with that guy, she might have done it with Tyrone from the hood, who just happened to get out of, like.
I don't think that's fair to say, per
It's
se.
the end of the world. She fucking hated, she named her son Boy.
She did name her son Boy.
She don't give a fuck.
She didn't give a fuck, bro. Like I said, I ain't seen it, but I know that's a
haven't
trash
watched
movie.
Bird Box?
I'm not trying to
haven't
watch
watched
that
Bird Box.
trash.
It's not
bro.
worth it.
I don't know.
So
It's
I
dumb.
want you guys to watch Bird Box because it is so stressful for no reason. It is the shittiest movie I've seen in a long time, but it's so stressful.
It's so bad.
Speaking of
it's
stuff-
bad.
I think
It's
they
a
might
bad
use the
movie.
binaural tones because
Bruh.
like I was just so stressed out.
But bad. Speaking of bad, going back to that damn commercial, there's like a part where like the dudes like cat calling, like the lady walked by, and then like the dude's cat calling. He's like, "Hey, baby," and then like the black dude like comes out and like hits his hand on his shoulder. He's like, "Chill out, man." I was like, "Whoa!"
So he just comes up onto a random construction site and pushes this guy
like,
back.
No, it wasn't like a construct. Like supposed to be like his homeboy or something. Like he turns and be like, "Yeah," and then like the black dude turns and puts his hand on the chest,
Whoa.
and he's like, "Whoa!"
As men, we have to be accountable for each other. So
I just feel like as people in
You
general,
know what you're not
like,
supposed to do.
yeah. Because here's the thing that I feel like, okay, so I get that there's technically, there's toxic masculinity. There's also toxic femininity. But like, I feel like at the end of the day, like, it's just people, like humans.
toxic humanity.
Toxic humanity. Like, everyone is toxic. Everyone's shit.
Just humans. We just shit and eat.
Like, we're just
reproduce.
all terrible.
We shit-
all of us.
we shit
male
and we're-
and
and we're a mining
female.
race.
Virus.
Because there was literally a part in also in that ad. There's a part where the kids are bullying each other, and there's boys, and I'm like, yeah, I know you're not
And then
saying.
Mr. Hepburn comes up.
It was Hepburn comes up, but it's like I'm like, I know the ad's not saying only boys bully. Because that's literally
Girls are some of the worst at
because
bullying.
it's like it goes to show
Exactly.
everybody.
Everyone
It's toxic.
fucking does it. Like,
Toxic
it's not
humanity.
only boys.
And that's how the whole, like, we all hate ourselves for no reason.
Because that's all it's doing is making you pick yourself. Like if it wasn't enough that people separate themselves based on being black, white, or whatever, now you're starting to separate yourself based on fucking, oh, I'm a woman, I'm a man, we gotta separate ourselves. Why is
and
nobody
wait,
else
all
seeing
the
this
other
shit?
things in between. Because
Yeah,
there's like,
there's just little micro things in between that, so it's like literally it's more separation, more
The
separation.
ableism thing is always funny to me. Like that meme I shared where the guy was like, he felt that curing genetic diseases was a genocide against disabled identifying people. Which, like, why would you want to identify as disabled even if you are disabled? That is dumb.
There are a lot of people that are proud of that. People that are deaf because they can get a surgery to fix their hearing, and there are a lot of deaf people that look down on the deaf people that get that surgery because they think they are saying that there's nothing wrong with you originally. Like, you're born the way you are. You're born deaf.
Would
That's the
you
thing.
rather
it's like
hear?
yes and no.
I'm not saying that it makes sense. I'm just saying that it happens.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm
No.
not defending
That's
it, but
weird.
that's
I mean, I
It's
get
a
it.
thing.
I get it because it's like, you're just saying, hey, I was born this way. You know, okay, great. That's cool.
But like, what do you want to hear?
Exactly. But it's
You know,
like,
don't you want to see something new?
technically-
Hear something ever?
technically you are supposed to be able to do that thing.
bro. Like,
You know,
you're
it's
missing out
like
on
you're
music.
not less of a person because you weren't able to do that when you were born.
Disagree.
But like,
I'm kidding.
but it's something that you should be able to do.
Technically,
So
you're supposed to be able.
yeah,
to hear.
like it's not a bad
And
thing if
see.
you want to be able to do that. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, or like wanting to be able to see. Like, it's a natural
True.
part.
But you know it's a
of,
knee jerk reaction of, oh, you saying I'm fucked up?
Well, it's like the people who like refuse, like the wheelchair people who refuse.
You're like, no, don't get your hand off me. I can get up these stairs.
Or yeah, up the stairs. Or
Fuck you, I can
they
up these
open
stairs,
their
bro.
own doors, but you're like trying. You don't
You made me
want to
think of
rush
Scary
in
Movie
front
2
of
when
them
you said
into the
that.
door. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to like be like, okay, well, you're taking too long. Let me just walk around you. But like, I would rather hold the door for you. That's really what's going on in my head. It's like, yeah, I'll hold it, and they're like, I can do it myself.
I said, do you need help? I don't need no fucking help. I do my
it's like,
fucking
all
self.
right, well, you do it yourself, and then I'm waiting on you at that point. Then
But
you're an inconvenience to me.
Yeah,
I was
but-
trying to be a convenience
But
to
you
you.
inconvenience them by
But I-
asking them.
But I'll hold the door.
I just hold the door for people
it's-
regardless.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't ask the disabled people if I should hold the door for them. I just hold the door I have asked people if they need help, like with like different things when they're like they'll do wheelchair people will do crazy shit. That blind guy will do crazy shit. The blind guy that's a tenant, he knows he doesn't know who's there, but he knows someone's there. He shitting on toilets that don't have seats. The disabled people are amazing.
I don't think that's his fault.
That was definitely my fault. Definitely my fault that man did not have a toilet seat. But
Damn, you get nigga warning, bro.
No. What it was like, I thought Tina had done it. She thought I had done it. And the toilet seat was never put on since Thanksgiving.
Tragic.
I think you said your car broke down and
My
the
car
toilet
broke
seat
down
was
and
in
the
there?
toilet seat was in my car. But like my sister assumed that I did it. I assumed that she had installed it because it was no longer being told for me to do. And they went 3 months without a toilet seat.
Tragic.
Was
But
he
they
just
didn't
hovering?
put a note. They didn't say anything.
Was he hovering? Was he just in there hovering over
He
the
said
toilet?
he went to the gas station.
Okay, damn.
Oh.
Damn. He had to walk. How far is the gas station?
Not very. It's
Well,
like
regardless, I wouldn't want to have to
but-
take a shit in the damn gas station bathroom when I have
You
my
can't
own
see,
bathroom.
though.
But still, you
No,
don't have to
That
see
makes it worse.
That does make it
we
worse.
reference this particular bathroom very negatively amongst ourselves because somebody went and painted the tiles black. So you walk into
Oh, you
this
know what that
bathroom,
means. Oh, yeah.
and it's like the shower is black, but not from mold. Like it's like scary black.
Oh, God.
Like it's like somebody painted like a matte black over the
Matte?
like the old green tiles. Yes, the E is actually pronounced.
You pronounce the E
Matte?
Matt?
Yeah, it's not matte. No,
You sure it's not Matt?
It's not matte.
So are you saying everybody's wrong when they say Matt?
Not everybody.
Just the people that say Matt.
Yes.
Bet. Fucking bet.
So we've had a show here. It's we're
We're
in here. We in this.
We in this bitch.
Soldier Boy was in this hoe.
Soulja Boy,
Watch me cake and watch me roll.
put some respect on Soldier Boy name.
Don't put respect on Soldier Boy's face, but put respect on.
He look like a dyke.
He does actually look like a dyke.
That's
When you
rude.
no disrespect, I'm not talking shit. I
We're
never
not
said
talking
dykes are
about-
bad.
And
I'm saying
dykes know
go
who's
watch.
dykes
Listen,
too. You can't be offended by the word dyke.
listen.
Not all lesbians are dykes.
Listen, go watch the Breakfast Club interview and then go watch.
He looked like a fancy dyke.
Or go watch the damn Everyday Struggle video and you're gonna see he looks like a dyke. He got
He
on
had the
Versace
Gucci
sweatsuit. He got on a
headbone,
Versace sweatsuit, headband.
It's the headband, man.
That shit was. It's just I don't know why it looks so dirty, bro. Like it looks like
How old is
wet-
he now?
He's like 29 maybe.
Late
He's
20s,
your age.
He's like 28,
He's
29.
He's older than you.
Yeah, he's older than me, so he's like probably 30, probably 30.
Yeah, he's with his bottom grill, only bottom
Yeah.
grill, screaming at
Just
fucking-
yelling,
screaming
nigga.
at famous Dex.
Like nigga,
Pretty boy.
where your chain
Wow.
at, yo? Where
Famous
your chain
Dex.
at?
Famous Dex, I'd say, is better than Soldier Boy in this era, in my opinion. In this
Yeah,
era,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
saying like
I-
old
I
school
just
Soldier Boy
disrespect-
isn't fire.
I just disrespect Famous Dex. Yeah, he is.
No,
he better than Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy
Famous
trash.
No,
Famous
Famous
Dex
Dex
is not a respectable human being.
I like him better than Soldier Boy.
I
though.
like the guy. I like the guy's art. I don't
I
like
mean-
the
I
guy.
like, I like his. Well, I can't really
Well,
trust.
what
you can't
music
trust
has Soldier Boy
either,
made
bro.
in the past
I
few
don't
years?
trust Soldier Boy,
I'm
but I like the
confused.
guy. He comes out with 2 Dracos.
I don't think he has. He's on a reality TV show. Or
Yeah, has
something.
Soldier Boy even made music in the
He got
past
his
few
song.
I
years?
don't think he
Had his
has. He
own.
had a
He
song.
just released a little
song,
music
and
video.
That's why this is
Like
all
a few hours
happening.
ago.
No, this
A few
is
hours?
literally why this is all happening.
If nothing else,
he
he's
released a music video. He knew he was releasing a music video, so he caused his name to be in the
If
music.
nothing else, he's a genius because he got all the attention on him. All of it.
He made Kanye too. He made Drake, made Kanye. He made everybody. He's
Soldier Boy is the godfather
In this
of R&B. Put him up on the Mount Rushmore of hip hop legends, son, right next to Biggie and Tupac. Soldier Boy.
Boy. Soldier
Draco!
fucking Boy. Big Draco.
Big Drake,
Big
the
Gucci
biggest
soldier.
of Dracos.
Wow.
Big. Put some respect on Big Gucci Soldier's name.
Gucci
Big-
Gucci bandana.
Bro, he has some
Boy.
he has some bangers, man.
Man, 9th grade was so lit. It was ridiculously lit for children. So we're at an hour and 10. Y'all got anything else to say? Or are we just all right with Soldier Boy being the pinnacle of the conversation?
Soldier Boy for President 2020.
Soldier Boy, tell him.
Soldier Boy off in this hoe.
Off in this hole. Watch me crank.
Watch me roll. So, we got any advice for anybody's have?
Take care. Brush your hair. Wear clean underwear.
Don't get sued by Nintendo.
Don't get sued
By Nintendo.
by Nintendo.
Don't tell people about your ROMs.
Don't tell people you hijacked a bunch of games.
Don't do that.
Internet.
Don't do those things.
Big Draco.
Biggest
Goodbye, friends.
Draco.
The largest iron
What?